Hey guys, what's going on here? Zachary Kramer with Cool Cars for Sale, bringing you the coolest cars for sale on the internet. Today, we have something very special. We found a CL55 AMG in North Jersey. This car was posted for sale on Craigslist, and today we're going to review it. Now, something very interesting to note about the CL55 is that this is a very rare car. There were only about 3,000 of these made during its entire time rolling off the lot. And in 2005, there were only 486 of these. So this is a very rare car, and I'm really excited to review it. Let's get started. All right, so let's start at the front of the car here. Talking about the lights. You either love these lights or you hate them. These are kind of like a bug eye type of thing going on. It's classic Mercedes design. I personally am not the biggest fan of the bug eye lights, but I do see the appeal. Next, right here we have the grille. I actually do like this grille. I like the way the hood swoops down right into the grille. You really see the Mercedes logo, which I love. You get two actually logos right next to each other. You get the one here and then the one right here on the hood. This is a very classic design. I think it looks really mean, and I mean, to be honest guys, I just love the stance of this car. I mean, just look at this. Let's pop the hood and see what makes this beast run. Under the hood, we have a 5.4 liter V8 supercharged. The supercharger is putting out 11 PSI. The engine puts out 493 horsepower and 516 foot-pounds of torque. We have some serious business up in the front here. And it's also a rear-wheel drive vehicle, which means Slide City. Let's talk about some dimensions for this car. The length, for example, is 196.4 inches. So, I mean, it is not that long, but for a coupe, it's pretty long. Something to note as well is the car weighs 4,300 pounds for a coupe. That is a lot of weight. However, it's fine because the V8 pulls it with no problem. Something I love about this car, and I'm sure you guys do too, is pillarless. No pillar. That, I mean, it doesn't get any more classy than that. So let's talk about these absolutely massive 14-inch front brakes. You got 13 in the rears as well. But something cool about these brakes is that they're electro-hydraulic brakes, making it super easy to stop. The brake pedal feels like butter. You have to put no effort into it. This can also be found on the SLR McLaren, one of my all-time favorite cars. We're onto the rear of this thing now, and I mean, this thing is just beautiful. I really like the taillights. I mean, you know, during this time, they finally got rid of the stupid orange piece that all the older cars had. You know, you can tell it's an AMG. You have a badge on this side. You have the other one on this side, the CL55, and the Mercedes emblem here. Third brake light right here, which can be pretty useful. What I really love is down here, the 2.75-inch 4-cat dual exhaust system. I mean, it just sounds unbelievable. Alright, now moving over here to the trunk. I mean, it's extremely easy to open. You press the button in the middle, and you don't even have to do anything. It just opens itself. In 2005, I mean, this is pretty high-tech technology. Close it, same thing, and you're good to go. Gotta love it. The interior is actually in really good shape. The leather on the steering wheel
There's some cracks around here, but it's really not. It's nothing that can't be fixed. It's honestly in good shape overall. The wood on this car is flawless. I mean, it's like brand new. This car was always garage kept. It's really in great shape. Really, really is. The leather on here, fantastic. Even the seats. Look at the seats. See, the leather is in great shape. It could use a little bit of conditioner on it, maybe a nice clean. They are a little bit dirty, but that's something that could easily be fixed. We got in the back, it's fine back there. Everything's fine. The headliner is actually the headliner I think must have been replaced. He didn't tell me that, but I mean, it's like brand new. Really, really nice. There's nothing missing in the car either. All the buttons are here and they're in good shape. Typically with these plastic buttons, you have like that orange peel and it gets really nasty, but honestly, not in this car. Especially for being a Florida car, it's in great shape. So let's do a quick walk around of the car so you can see the condition of the paint and all that good stuff. Let's start in the front. So the front bumper here has a little bit of damage, but I mean, it's got 110,000 miles on it. It's nothing that can't be repaired. There are some holes for the front license plate frame, but you know, not much you can do. A couple little scratches here, but to be honest, I think it's just in the, it's definitely just in the clear coat. That can come out really easily. Moving to the side of the car, this is the passenger side. Everything looks pretty good. A couple little door dings here. You know, someone must have hit that with their door. The wheels, these are not the original wheels. He bought these as winter wheels. However, it's not going to come with the original wheels either. But these tires, like I said earlier, they're brand new. Got a little scratch back here. This will need to be repainted, this little piece right here. It's actually not in the bumper, so that's actually good news. This piece comes right out, so as long as the guy matches it, it's fine, to be honest. In the rear, you have the parking sensors, the beautiful exhaust. The paint's in good shape. You can really see the metallic, probably not too well in the video, but it's nice. Again, over here, you have a couple rock chips from the highway. It was his daily driver, but it really is, it's fine. This car is in really, really good shape. Looks like they waxed it not too long ago, and it looks some wax is still in here. That's fine. Just missing a cover on here. Other than that though, car is in fantastic shape. As one very small thing to note is that there is a crack in the windshield. I mean, it's got to be replaced. It goes all the way to the bottom here, all the way to the top, as you can clearly see it. However, in most states, insurance does cover it. And I mean, honestly, it's just a typical windshield. It's not going to be too much to replace to begin with. It's not like the new windshields where you're looking at, you know, $1,700. It should only be $200 to $300. Overall, I'd say it's okay. So we're making a very quick pit stop here. We are at Auto Couture in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, where the CL55 has actually had a lot of work done to it. We're gonna take the car out for a little spin now. I'm gonna show you pretty much everything about the car that I can feel, make sure it's good, really well taken care of, things like that. But I mean, just by starting this thing up, it fires right up. I mean, just listen. The sound of that V8 is unbelievable. M5 right behind me. That's also the owner's car. So yeah, we just made our pit stop at Auto Couture, and we're going to get back to his place, and I'm gonna film the review on the way back. Let's go. It's very smooth, very quiet in the cabin. everything's going pretty well so far, which is impressive because these cars are known to have a lot of issues, but this one is in really good shape. Yeah. So a little bit about the suspension in this car. It's Mercedes Airmatic suspension, meaning that the car is on bags. It's good and bad. It's good. I mean, this is a really soft ride, but what's bad is that it's really expensive to replace those bags. You're looking at $800 per strut. There is some good news though. A couple companies out there make the bags and throw a lifetime warranty on them. So if you do ever need to get them replaced, you just have to buy the bags once, and next time it happens, just pay for labor. So the throttle response in this car is okay. It's nothing to go home and brag about. However, when you do put your foot down, oh my God, it just throws you back and it's still going and going. Wow, this thing moves. It moves quick. You feel all 516 foot-pounds of torque. Wow, very linear. It's not like a turbo where, you know, you put your foot down, waiting, and then bang, you got it all immediately. So much fun. I mean, just look at this. Whoa. So the transmission in this car is pretty good. We have it in sport mode here. It shifts pretty hard. I'm happy with it. It's a 5-speed. But, you know, just the sound of those shifts are unbelievable. I just love this car. Oh my God. Wow. So much fun. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about the MPGs in this car. You're probably thinking, okay, this is a 5.4 liter V8. It's not going to be good. You're right, it's not that good. So you get about 14 MPGs city and 22 highway, which is 18 combined. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So I'm pretty sure the supercharger helps a little bit with that. It's a 23.3 gallon tank, so you know, it could hold a lot of gas. You got to put premium in it, of course. You get 420 miles on a full tank, which that's pretty damn good. It's an expensive fill up though. It is definitely expensive. The interior of this car, you can tell that it's from 2005. You know, it's a little bit outdated, but the technology that you want is all there. You got the navigation. It works pretty well. You can go to Mercedes and have them update the maps if you need. You know, it's got pretty much everything you want. If you want Bluetooth, you'll have to, you know, have someone put that in for you. It does have the Bose sound system, which sounds really, really nice. I know a lot of people in these videos try to test the sound system, but you really can't unless you're there. So I'm not even going to test that. But it does sound really good if you take my word for it. I'm really enjoying the ride in this car. The seats are so comfortable. If I was going to go on a road trip, you know, we're in Jersey right now. If I was going to take this thing down south to, let's say, Florida or something like that, easily doable. You know, 18 hours in this thing is nothing. If I were to do that in my E36, I think I would break my back. So in this car, you have heated and cooled seats. In 2005, that's pretty unbelievable, to be quite honest. I mean, cooled seats, my 2018 330 doesn't even have cooled seats. The owner of this car, he brought it from Florida to Michigan, and then he moved here to Jersey. He takes really good care of this thing, though. It's beautiful. All right, let's talk a little bit about the value of this car. The base price in 2005 was 115 grand. If you calculate for inflation from 2005 to 2019, you're looking at 29.4%, which is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous amount of inflation. However, with a base price of 115 grand, you're looking at about 150 grand in today's money, which is right on point with the S-Class Coupe. So not much has changed as far as price if you calculate with inflation. He's asking almost $9,000 for the car. I think that's pretty good value. I mean, you get roughly 500 horsepower, a beautiful car with almost all the options you could possibly want. I mean, I would say in the condition that this car is in, I would do it. Honestly, I would do it. Kelley Blue Book puts this thing between 9 to 11 grand on a private sale, and I would say this one is closer to the 10,000 mark. So he really wants to sell this thing because it's priced pretty aggressively, in my opinion. Also, recent trends show this car is flat. So even though it has 110,000 miles, if you were to buy this and put, let's say, I don't know, you want to put 20,000 miles on it, as long as there's no maintenance issues that come up in that 20,000 miles, you're gonna come out on top, honestly. And I mean, with the amount of work done to this car, I don't think any maintenance issues will come up. I mean, everything has been either replaced or restored, so that's really nice. Now, I did speak to the owner, really nice guy. He paid for the Carfax for you. So if you want more information on it, or if you want the Carfax, just reach out to him. The link's in the description. He's more than willing to share that information with you at no cost. You can see every detail about this car. All right, guys, I had a lot of fun driving this car. It is awesome, plenty of power. Like I said before, you can find the link to purchase this exact car in the description below the video. I look forward to finding some more awesome cars for you guys, and until then, happy hunting.